and we'll see if we can put you in touch.
Hi, my name is Shauna Roberts, and I am running for the U.S. House of Representatives in Ohio's District 6. And that is a sentence that I never thought I would say ever. But come January 21st, 2017, I was in Washington, D.C., and then I wrote letters, and I made phone calls, and I went out, and I died occasionally in the rain. And it was amazing, and my fellow indivisible people were amazing, and we were the last congressional district in Ohio that did not have a challenger. And so when my indivisible folks said, Shauna should run, I said, okay. And so here we are, and it's been amazing, and the people are wonderful, and if anybody is listening to this who has not gotten involved in politics somehow, I recommend it, because there are so many wonderful people out there in the world who are really working to change things and to make things better. And I am just so humbled and thrilled to be able to be a part of it all that I don't know what I ever did to deserve this wonderful stuff. So thank you so much for asking people what they've been doing. That's what I've been doing, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it all. This is going to be an amazing year.
Note from the editor, Shauna Roberts won her primary in the 6th District in Ohio yesterday, so congratulations to Shauna, and we'll have her on a longer episode soon.
Hi, Kelly and Sophie. This is Marita from Twitter. I am a regular volunteer with Postcards to Voters, and I just wanted to respond to your request for stories. I was always somewhat politically involved, but since Trump was elected, I've been very involved. I have written for Postcards to Voters since the very beginning, and I am up to 2,600 postcards right now. I'm also a lot more involved in local races, donating to candidates and helping them get campaigns off the ground. Being more of an activist keeps me going in the face of the news every day. And I hope lots of other people are finding that the same thing is working for them. If you want to drop by our Postcards to Voters Twitter feed, just search under the hashtag Postcards to Voters and you'll find us. We are a hilarious bunch of crafty nerds for the most part. And we would love to have anyone who wants to write with us join us.
Hi, this is Jennifer in Huntsville, Alabama, and I'm calling to tell you that I've been really busy with Blue Wave activism for a while now. I volunteered for Doug Jones and Terry Jones, and I'm currently volunteering for Peter Jofrion. I write Postcards to Voters, and I'm super active with Blue Wave activism on Twitter. So it's busy every day for me ever since the election in 2016, but it keeps me sane, and I feel like I'm doing positive work to bring good change across the country, but especially right here in Alabama. Hope you get lots of great stories. Bye.
Hi there, it's Allison from Michigan calling in to tell you how I've gotten involved in politics. So at first I was mostly just marching and doing things here and there and making my phone calls and things like that, but I felt like I wanted to have a more direct impact. So I ended up getting involved with Moms Demand Action. And the most exciting thing that I've done with them was actually go to my state capitol on Legislative Action Day and get to talk with my legislators and advocate for common sense gun policy. In my state, it was a big deal because they were looking at passing a bill that would allow guns into schools, preschools, bars, arenas, all sorts of places where they're not allowed right now, as long as you had a concealed carry permit. And my legislator, who is a Republican, my state senator, was the only member of the GOP in my state to vote against the bill. So we got to go talk with his staff and to say thank you for voting against the legislation. And then we also got to talk to a number of other legislators. My state representative actually didn't have time to meet with us, or so he told us when we were trying to schedule the meeting. So we ended up going and pulling him out of his time on the floor, which was exciting, and then talking to him right in the state capitol about the idea of red flag laws and how we can help prevent gun violence before it even happens. So while I've done a number of things, small actions, calling, and, trying to help local candidates, the most exciting things that I've done have all been with Moms Demand Action. So thanks for everything that you're doing, and keep up the good work, Kelly and Sophie.
Hi, I'm calling about your request for people's stories about how they've gotten involved in politics since the election 2016. So I was calling to tell you my story. My name is Christine, and I'm calling from Texas. I grew up in a very blue state, and so it was a shock to be in Texas, and which is more conservative. And when the election happened, I had never been involved in politics before, other than an internship with a city mayor in high school. And I started out just calling my reps and kind of expressing my concern with the impending inauguration of the current president, and that just blossomed into attending the Women's March. I've attended, I think, 5 marches since then. I also found my other Democrats in my small city, and we started a Facebook group that's grown into now over 500 members. I have postcarding for candidates. I've blocked walked for candidates. I have phone banked, text banked. But I think most recently the thing I'm most proud of is that I was informed a couple of weeks ago that I've been selected to be a delegate to the Texas State Democratic Convention in June, and I'm really excited about that opportunity. And I never would have thought 2 years ago that was something I would ever do. All right, thank you very much, and I hope you get a ton of inspiring stories from people across the country. It's been really wonderful to meet other people waking up and getting active. So thank you very much. Bye.
Hi, my name's Marianne. I'm from New Hampshire, and I'm just calling about how I've become involved in politics since 11/8. I joined Postcards to Voters. I have written over 1,000 postcards to voters, also written quite a few postcards for America. I've contacted my congresspeople by postcard and by phone several times. I've got some volunteers to join Postcards for America. I've gotten 3 from New Hampshire. I've gotten 1 from Massachusetts and 1 from Florida, and they are happily all writing postcards now also. Keep up the good work. Bye.
Hi, I'm calling about the podcast, and I wanted to leave a message because I work with Postcards to Voters, and I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to say, but I love getting the vote out. I think the only thing that matters is if people get out and vote. So if we don't get people to the polls, it doesn't matter what everything else is going on. People must get to the polls. So I send out postcards, and I hope that every postcard counts because every vote matters. Thanks.
Hi, I am Peg Amorosa in New Jersey. I live in the area where President Trump, oh my God, I can't believe I said it. President Trump comes in the summer to the golf course, and I thought I'd give you some idea the kinds of things that I do. A lot of them since he got elected, one of which is the People's Motorcade, which is a group of people who Saturday mornings we meet, the more the merrier, and we drive with our cars that have signs out the windows or to the rear window, and we drive a couple loops that go around where the golf course is, and then we gather at the end at what we call the Free Speech Zone, which is the Bedminster Public Library. And we have our, I don't want to call it a protest because it varies from week to week what kind of topic the signs might be about, but it's on a major road, a highway that comes through our area. And so the People's Motorcade was one of them. Postcards to Voters has become one of my other activities. I've done about 500 cards by myself. Through that organization, I've connected with a wonderful woman out in Montana who knits Your Vote is Your Voice hats, and she made me a special one because we're in a flippable district, Congressional District 7 in New Jersey, and she made me a special one of colors that go a little bit of red all the way to blue. I got more involved with immigration as well as racism issues in my area. I went through training and became an ESL tutor. I have 3 students. I'm involved in a couple indivisible groups, and I became a Democratic committee person in my township.
Hi, I just heard that you wanted to hear our stories of activism. My name's Polly Ferguson. I'm from San Jose, California, and the week after the Women's March after the election, I started a postcard huddle in San Jose, California, and currently we have sent out 16,830 postcards to our members of Congress and other department secretaries and the president and Sarah Huckabee Sanders and Scott Pruitt and everybody else that we can think of. I started with just a group of women who were at the march with me, and it's expanded out. I now have 62 people on my mailing list, and about 40 of them are regulars. And we used to meet every Tuesday, but now we meet every other Tuesday at my house at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. I provide them with a lengthy action sheet, which has a background of the issues. It has sample texts, and then it has the names and addresses of people to write to. My current action sheet is about 16 pages long. I rewrite it every time we have a huddle coming up. It's been fabulous. We've made new friends, made new connections. It's not only the writing of the postcards, but it's like-minded people coming together to share their stories, and to be inspired by each other and buoyed by each other and all of that sort of stuff.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm calling from East Hampton, Massachusetts. Since Election Day of 2016, I've become more involved in local politics for several reasons. I firmly believe that more women in politics is going to improve the lives of everyone. And I've worked on the campaign of a woman for city council. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but we made a good race. I've also worked on a mayoral campaign, and right now I'm involved with a debt override for a new school. Education is extremely important to me because it improves the lives of everyone in a city, and it adds vitality. Obviously, it educates our children, and all of these things are of great concern to me. I don't see myself getting out of local politics anytime soon. So, thanks for that, Donald Trump. Bye.
Hello, my name is Damon. I'm calling to let you know I've been getting out the vote by doing postcards to voters and marching in the streets and calling my political reps. So that's it. Thanks.
Hi. I'm calling because I got into politics because Trump has got to go. And that's my reason. We got to flip it blue and get him out. Good luck.
Hi. I'm an activist. Didn't used to be. But after the November 8 tragedy in 2016, I and a number of my friends were in mourning. We couldn't stop crying. We couldn't stop feeling as though the world was going to come to an end, which it's trying to do. And after President Obama gave his going-away speech and said, if you're waiting for something to change, if you don't like what's happening, get off the sofa, lace up your shoes, and go do something. We said, that's the message. We got to go do something. So we created a group called Sneakers Laced Up South Shore. We are on the South Shore from between Boston and Cape Cod. And in